Keeping your distance is a huge topic of conversation lately. And I don't even think social distancing was even a phrase until just a few weeks ago, but it's all anybody's talking about today. Keeping distance on a motorcycle is a common theme here on MCrider. In fact, I've been preaching riding distance before social distancing was even cool. And this week we'll talk about the benefits of rider distance. Hey, my name's Kevin and you found MCrider. I release a weekly video every Friday morning on motorcycle road skills or road strategy to help make you a better rider. Sometimes I even release a midweek video like I did this week, and sometimes that brings an equal amount of praise and scorn. But trust me, it's all good. No matter your perspective in life, and no matter what you think about my perspective of life, I want you to know you're welcome here, and I'm happy you joined me here on MCrider. Keeping distance on a motorcycle is one of the most important riding skills you can have. It's really simple to learn. Don't tailgate, stay out of blind spots, keep away from large trucks, see and be seen. It's huge for successfully riding a motorcycle. But why? What does keeping a margin around us actually do for us out on the road? I think this is a really interesting phrase. Distance is time, is thinking, is options, is life-saving. Let me break that phrase down and we'll look at it in more detail. Distance. The general rule here is 2 to 3 seconds following distance. So watch the car ahead. When they pass a fixed object, you start counting 1001, 1002, 1003. If you reach the same fixed object in the road before you get to 3, you need to create more space for yourself. But remember, this is for an experienced rider with good braking skills and ideal conditions. If that's not you, then you need to create more space for yourself. Some of the things that affect following distance for me are large trucks. I want even more distance between me and a large truck, and I'd much rather look for an opportunity to pass them altogether. They just block too much of the view up the road. Another thing is the road conditions. Getting a motorcycle to a stop on a warm day on dry pavement is one thing. In the wet, cold, or less than ideal conditions, it can be an altogether different thing. So what does having distance buy us? Time. Time's huge, and the faster you go, the more time you will use and need in an emergency. A rider who's going 60 miles per hour or 97 kilometers per hour will need about 135 feet or 41 and a half meters just in perception and reaction time in order to even begin braking. The more distance you have, the more time you have to perceive a threat and to begin braking. It can truly mean the difference between emergency braking from 60 miles per hour, which can be nerve-wracking, or simply adjusting your speed or lane position to avoid the hazard. Distance buys you time, time buys you thinking. And wouldn't it be nice if we knew ahead of time when the car was going to pull out in front of us? We could plan a whole lot better. Heck, I'd probably go out to the intersection the day before so I could look for escape routes. I'd walk the pavement and see where the best traction is leading up to that intersection. I might even practice it a few times just to be safe. Having all that extra time to prepare would give me a huge advantage to avoid the crash when that car does pull out in front of me. To a lesser degree, having distance and time gives me more time to think in the real world. It may not be as good as getting a day's notice, but it's the best thing that we've got. Distance gives me time, which gives me the ability to think and plan an escape route or check my mirrors to see who's coming up behind me. All of this leads to options. Options with road hazards are a good thing. Is it a minor infraction, or can I use the horn to let them know that I'm here? Can I navigate by simply changing lanes or slowing down? Is it too close and I need to swerve or use emergency braking? Having options on the road are a good thing, And 3 very good options that you want to have at your disposal are emergency braking, swerving, and brake and then escape. All 3 of these need to be practiced and developed in a parking lot before you need to use them out on the road. Go to a training class and develop these skills. For members who have access to the field guide, there's detailed training exercises in the field guide to help you practice and develop these skills on your own. Options are good, and it's always a good thing to have them in the tool bag when you need them out on the road. But remember, you have to put them in the tool bag before you ever get out on the road, so practice. Combine all of this, and it very well could save your life. Extend this skill out worldwide, and it would have a significant impact. The bibliometric analysis in motorcycle accident research estimates that there are about 770 million motorcycles on the road worldwide. This represents approximately 380,000 annual deaths from motorcycles and scooters worldwide per year. Just using these techniques of time and space would significantly reduce the number of crashes. I think it's one of the most important rules to follow out on the street. If every rider worldwide applied these techniques of time and space and it reduced the number of fatal crashes by just 2%, that would save 7,600 lives every year. But all of that is just speculation based on worldwide numbers. Where the rubber really meets the road is with you. Do you practice time and space out on the road? And if not, why not? It's a principle for riding and one of the most important factors in your protection. Distance is time, is thinking, is options, is life-saving. Till next week, guys, it's Ken with MCrider, and I'll see you on the road.